Hi, welcome to this video, and Happy New Year's Eve. Recording this on New Year's Eve from my daughter's room, actually, and I have her here next to me. She's awake, playing a rapid game on chess.com. So we have a Roy Lopez, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop e5, all moves that involve either directly or indirectly the center here. And White's last move doesn't actually threaten to win the e5 pawn, so it gives me a free hand to attack the center another way. Other moves include a6 or knight f6 here, or some other moves too. I could defend the center this way, but this is a standard move, and one that seems to lead to some fun positions, so let's try it. You might hear my daughter in the background, or some of her toys. Oh, you found Kitty Cat, huh? Well, Daddy found the f5 square. And my opponent doesn't know what to do. What's he going to do? Yeah, nobody knows. Oh, so he's taking the pawn, which I don't think is actually good for white. The reason why is because I can play e4 and attack his knight with tempo. So let's see what happens next. Okay. Okay, he takes on c6. I take back, opening up my queen. This is a pretty typical line. Okay. I think the move here is not knight f6, but actually queen e7. Knight f6 and he plays d3. My pawn is pinned. So let's break the pin. And now there are different ways to continue. What do you think? What should Daddy play next? Yeah? Aha. He plays knight here. So this is an interesting way. He can actually go for a draw. Yeah, my opponent might try and go for a draw. I could play queen e5, and he plays knight f3 back. But instead, I'm going to play knight h6, attack f5. Oh, you got the duck? That's great. You have a little toy duck, and Daddy has a good position. Yeah. Look, Daddy's playing chess. That's chess. You want to see? Yeah. Look, Daddy's playing chess. Oh, what happened? You can take those off Daddy's face? Very good. Okay. All right, so this is interesting. Doesn't this just give a pawn back or something? Okay, I'm gonna take these glasses off for this move. This looks testing. I take on f6, he takes on e4. If I take on f6 with the pawn, I don't see any problem with that. So let's try it. Oh, what happened? Oh, don't hit the buttons, okay? Alright, so let's try and focus here. I'm currently, well, material's even. I was down a pawn. But I don't think he was going to be able to hold on to this pawn in a productive way anyway. I mean, if he played something like g4, I have g6, and the king side just becomes a mess. Here, material's equal. I have the two bishops. I have a move like bishop g4 coming. Yeah, that looks like the right way to go. Bishop g4 and castle queenside. Oh yeah, you like that idea? Okay, here, Daddy will help, okay? You want to hear the music? Okay. Apologize to everyone if you hear my daughter's toy going on in the background. Okay, now here's an interesting idea. Queen e5 looks to me like it works, because now if knight f3, I just take it. And where else does the knight go? Let's try that. Let's play queen e5. I have bishop g4 later if I want it. This also has the merit of preventing queen h5 check, which would have been annoying. Oh. Knight b3. What do you want? What is it? You want to come to daddy? So knight b3 looks like his only option. Well, you could play c3 here as well. And then I have bishop d6, right? I don't see anything wrong with this. What do you think? What do you think, my love? Bishop d6? Why not? Let's try it, right? Although I am leaving my knight here and exposed a bit. Maybe bishop g4 was better. Okay, now I can play bishop g4. And don't think he wants to play f3. Okay. You want to say hi to the camera? Say hi. You're on chess. Okay. Where's glowworm? Where's the glowworm? You can't play with these, okay? You might break them. All right. So bishop g4. The queen's got to move. But yeah, f3 I don't think works. f3 I just take. He could take, and then he can't recapture on f3. So again, the idea here behind this opening, the idea of my position right now is I'm trying to develop all my pieces. I'm using all my pieces. I have a knight developed. It's doing something constructive together with this bishop. Queen and bishop look good. The rooks can get connected soon. His bishop, knight, and rook here, particularly these two, are preventing development of the rooks. These pieces are not doing anything at the moment. So I definitely have an advantage in development. I even have the idea of a5, a4, threatening to trap that knight, and it's actually not easy for him to arrange for the knight's safety. Okay, so that's interesting. Trying to put the queen on an active square, I guess. I'm tempted to just play bishop f3, queen h5, queen h3, and mate, and I'm not sure how he stops that, actually. I would have to start probably with queen here. Let's start by castling. I don't want to allow check here. So what I'm going to do... No, I can't do that. My idea was queen h5, queen h3, then bishop f3, so that he never has any play on this diagonal, but that wouldn't work. Well, I do have rook here. That controls e6. That rook really wasn't doing anything, so now my rooks are connected. And I need to defend e4 anyway, which I kind of missed. But at least that's now defended. Okay, so he's trying to increase the pressure. I can, again, try and defend. Oh yeah, I'm defending e4. That's probably the most important part in black's position right now, because it's really gumming up white's development. Yeah. You want to see? Look. See, this is e4 square, right? This is the e4 square. And it's all defended. And there's nothing that he can do. He could probably play knight c5. Then that would attack e4, right? And maybe I would play f5, but then I don't have my queen getting over. What should that do? Huh? What should I do here? Oh, knight c5, you can't play that. I'll just take it twice. So what else can you do? I'm threatening queen h5 and queen h3. Or actually, I'm threatening... Ooh... I'm threatening queen f5 and queen h3. You mind if I let her roam, love? She's getting a little antsy there, I think. She might open it. Who's this? This is Mommy. This is Mommy. What am I? For immediately. Not a bad idea. Trying to attack that piece. Different ways to continue here. Opponent took almost 2 minutes on that move. Interesting. Well, one thing is that I could drop the bishop back to h5, actually, because he's no longer threatening to capture on e4. In fact, I'm not sure where that knight is going at all. I could also play bishop c5. If he takes on f3. No, f3 is currently hanging. I have to do something about that. Queen h5, knight takes here. Then rook takes, take back. He has a problem on that square, so he doesn't have time for queen h4. He could play, I don't know, knight e. He doesn't even have that. Let's say rook d1, queen h3. This should actually be winning, I think. Okay, so the idea here is, again, I'm transferring pieces over to the king side. I'm allowing him to take, because it's going to open up the file, and he's opening up the position in a position where I'm better developed. I already have a threat of coming in here and then playing for mate. He currently has a problem on this square. Oh, here's an interesting idea. Queen f1 right now. But you know what I'll do then? Queen f1, very defensive. I still have more pieces, though. Again, my pieces are better developed than him. This bishop hasn't done anything. This rook's never going to get out. I mean, well, he's kind of playing d4. Not here, but soon. The other idea would be just playing knight g4. So queen f1, knight g4. Or doing knight g4 immediately. Also a big problem for him. So white's king is in a lot of trouble. Looks like NautyCat has been very naughty and is about to be punished severely for their crimes. The crime of poor development. Just because you've castled doesn't mean you're well developed. Yeah, you have problems on the back rank here. Queen f1 seems the best defense, but then knight g4 and then probably h4. Yeah, then I'm not sure what I do. That's the best way to continue. Queen f1, knight g4, h4, f5, f4 in that case. Again, just trying to open lines on the king side. I don't want to allow him to close the lines too much. He keeps the lines closed, then he would have enough time to play d4 and catch up in development. So, let's see how that would work. Knight g4, h5, or even f. No, that doesn't work. h5. Oh, hi. Yeah, you have the glasses too? Great. D5, f4 takes, and then I just have check. And then I have, no, I don't have check, but then I can take h4. So that looks good. Let's try that. Go to mommy. Okay, so yeah, again, the idea here, took a little time to make sure this works. h4, f5, let's say he plays d3 or d4. f4, again, opening lines. If he tries to take, then I take on h4, and he has a lot of problems. If he doesn't take, I'm crashing through somehow. He has to do something about h2. h3 is not the right solution. That's the right solution. He doesn't have knight e4 here, which I think is important. Doesn't have any way to dissipate my attack. He can't take f3 or anything like that. He could barely even attack it, actually. Rook e3 here is an interesting move. Perhaps I should have traded on e1, on e1, take, and then rook e8 myself. Yeah, that would have been better. Oh, he doesn't have rook e3 here, so I can still do that on the next move. Like, let's say he plays d3 or d4. I still have the option of trading on e1 and then playing my other rook over, keeping a rook on the e file. That seems like a good idea. Although on the other hand, well, apparently he made the decision for me. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Let's think about this. Go to mommy, okay? Can you go to mommy? Bring this. Cassie, bring this one to mommy. Okay, bring that one to mommy. Go give that to mommy, okay? Alright, so f4. If he takes with the pawn, well, let's say he takes with the... Well, either way, if he takes, I think I'm okay. If he doesn't take, and he just plays like bishop d2... Oh, let's think about this. F4 takes with the bishop so he can develop his rook and save his back rank. I take with my bishop, he takes with the pawn. I take on h4, he's not preventing mate. So this ought to be good. Alright, so is there anything white can do to save himself here? I think he needs to try and run with the king, but I don't know if he can. Oh, okay, I've given up some control of e4. So maybe, again, trying to bring some pieces over, he plays knight to e4. Yeah, that does look like a good idea. And now I have the idea of sacking the exchange on e4, which I came up with on the fly while thinking about this move. So there's two different ways of doing it. Either I take here, he takes with the knight, I take with the bishop, he takes here, and then I have check, and that looks promising. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I need to actually sack the exchange here. Not yet. Cassia, can you go to mommy? Daddy will be done soon, okay? Because look at White's position. He never developed that bishop. I'll blame it on my daughter. She's very distracting. I'm just kidding. Okay, I do have probably still some good moves here. Queen c5 to pick up c2 is an option. Let's go for that. It seems simple. Well, let's do a material count. Right, that will put me up a pawn. He can't block. I'm gonna win a pawn this way, no matter what. I probably, let's say, king g2, queen d5, king h3, and actually his king is doing something useful in that case. I could play check here, but let's just threaten mate. First and foremost. See what he does about that. Threatening mate. His queen's currently stuck, defending his back rank. Again, why is this first rank weak? Well, it's because this bishop never developed, so this rook was never able to contribute. I'm threatening queen h2 mate. Queen h3 loses to rook e1. Yep. I think that just in time for my daughter quieting down, this game is practically over. I really don't see any defense for him. Maybe bishop d2 prolongs the inevitable. Okay. I'm almost done, actually. Family showing up. What happened? Oh. I'll try and edit you out then. Okay. And I just won by resignation. And oh, nice. Rating is now over 1800 in Rapid on chess.com. Yeah, so somewhere this went wrong for white, and it's probably because they never developed their pieces. This actually, g3, I think, was a mistake. F4 somehow seems better. Maybe d3 would, well, no, d3 doesn't work. F4 somehow seems better. Again, I'm probably still better here, but you take and takes the queen with check. Not sure. Maybe this way. Yeah, I still prefer black, but this would have been a lot less clear. All right, great. Thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a happy and healthy new year.